Ladies and gentlemen, I want to ask that, have you ever thought about how quickly your life can change? I'm not talking about a gradual shift over months or years, but a radical transformation in just 1 week. 7 days, 168 hours. That's all it takes if you are ready to activate principles that have the power to transform your life starting today. Now, I know what you might be thinking, is it really possible to change my life in a week? And the answer is absolutely. But here's the truth: you must be willing to confront your habits, challenge your mindset, and take immediate action. This isn't about passive listening, it's about an active decision you make right here and now to apply what I'm going to share. Stay with me, because the next few minutes might be the most important of your life. The first key to transforming your life in just a week lies in understanding the power of purpose. Purpose is the driving force behind everything meaningful in life. It gives direction, it creates focus, and it fuels passion. Without a clear purpose, people often find themselves wandering through life aimlessly, unsure of where they are headed. They may take action, but those actions lack focus, and as a result, they fail to produce the desired outcomes. However, once you align yourself with your purpose, you begin to see everything differently. Your life becomes intentional, and your decisions and actions start to lead you towards specific outcomes. Purpose is not simply about finding a career or a goal. It is much deeper than that. It is about understanding why you exist and what you are meant to contribute to the world. It is the reason behind every action you take, every decision you make, and every step you walk. It defines who you are at your core. When you tap into your purpose, you begin to understand what really matters in life. You no longer waste energy on things that don't align with your goals or values. Purpose is the compass that keeps you from getting lost in the distractions of life. For most people, the biggest challenge is discovering what their purpose is. This is not something that is handed to you. It is something you must seek out. It begins with introspection. You have to ask yourself the hard questions: why am I here? What am I passionate about? What gives me a sense of fulfillment and joy? These questions will lead you toward understanding your purpose. Pay attention to the things that make you come alive, the activities that fill you with enthusiasm, and the causes that stir something deep inside you. Often your purpose is directly tied to these areas. Once you have clarity on your purpose, everything else begins to fall into place. Purpose gives meaning to your life, and when you have meaning, you gain clarity on what steps you need to take next. This week, you need to get laser focused on that purpose. This is not the time to be vague or to operate in uncertainty. If you're going to change your life in a week, you need to have a clear and precise understanding of what your purpose is. It's not just about having a broad vision, but about knowing exactly what your role is within that vision. With a clear purpose in mind, you are able to prioritize your time and energy effectively. Purpose helps you differentiate between what is important and what is merely urgent. There are many demands placed on us every day: work, relationships, social obligations, but not everything deserves equal attention. When you have a strong sense of purpose, you can say no to distractions because you understand what is truly worth your time. This week, your purpose will act as your guide, helping you filter out unnecessary distractions and focus on the actions that will bring you closer to your goals. One of the most powerful aspects of purpose is that it fuels passion. When you are aligned with your purpose, you don't have to force yourself to take action. You are driven to do so. You wake up every day with a sense of excitement because you know you are working towards something that matters deeply to you. Purpose removes the need for external motivation because it creates intrinsic motivation. This week, your passion will drive you forward, and it will be sustained by your purpose. When obstacles come, and it is your purpose that will keep you going. It will remind you of the bigger picture and give you the strength to push through the challenges. Purpose gives you resilience. Life is filled with ups and downs, and it is easy to feel discouraged when things don't go as planned, but when you are operating with a sense of purpose, setbacks don't derail you. Instead, they become learning opportunities. You see obstacles not as roadblocks, but as detours that still lead to the same destination. Purpose gives you a long-term perspective, allowing you to stay the course even when things get tough. Another important aspect of purpose is that it brings fulfillment. Many people chase success, thinking that achieving certain goals, financial gain, status, or recognition will bring them happiness. But success without purpose is hollow. It doesn't satisfy the deep longing within. True fulfillment comes from living in alignment with your purpose. When you know that your actions are contributing to something bigger than yourself, you experience a profound sense of satisfaction. This is the kind of fulfillment that money, fame, or power can never provide. This week, as you work toward changing your life, focus on aligning every action with your purpose. It will not only give you results, but also a deep sense of fulfillment.
Purpose connects you with others. It creates a sense of belonging and community. When you live with purpose, you naturally attract people who share your vision and values. You begin to form relationships that are based on mutual goals and a shared mission. These connections are invaluable because they offer support, encouragement, and accountability. This week, as you focus on changing your life, lean into these relationships. Surround yourself with people who understand your purpose and will help you stay on track.
Purpose is the foundation upon which your life is built. Without it, you may work hard, but your efforts will be scattered and ineffective. With it, you gain clarity, focus, passion, resilience, fulfillment, and connection. This week, commit to uncovering or rediscovering your purpose. Let it guide every decision you make and every action you take. When you live with purpose, even a single week can be enough to change your life forever. The second key to transforming your life in a week is mastering the principle of focused intent. Intent is the energy behind everything you do. It's the invisible force that drives your actions and decisions. But here's the thing, intent, when scattered, produces little to no results. When you learn to focus that intent on one clear, meaningful objective, you unlock a powerful force that can lead to rapid transformation. Focused intent is not simply about having a wish or desire, it's about a deliberate, conscious decision to channel all your energy, thoughts, and actions toward a single purpose. Many people have dreams, but they never see them come to fruition because their intent is diffused across too many areas. They want a better life, but their attention is divided among multiple distractions, unproductive activities, and other people's priorities. The key difference between those who achieve their goals and those who don't lies in the ability to focus their intent on one specific outcome. When you focus your intent, you give your mind a clear target. It's like using a magnifying glass to focus sunlight. The energy is already there, but when it's concentrated, it becomes powerful enough to start a fire. In the same way, when you focus your intent on a specific goal or task, you amplify your ability to achieve it. This week, you have the opportunity to take that focused intent and direct it toward transforming one area of your life. You can't change everything at once, but you can make significant progress in one area if you focus entirely on it. To harness the power of focused intent, the first step is clarity. You must decide what exactly you want to achieve this week. Vague goals produce vague results. You can't just say, I want to improve my life or I want to be successful. You need to be specific. For example, if you want to improve your health, decide exactly how you want to do that, whether it's losing 5 pounds, exercising for 30 minutes every day, or cutting out processed foods. If your goal is related to your career, define what specific action will take you closer to that career milestone, such as completing a project, updating your resume, or networking with new people. Once you've gained clarity on your specific goal, the next step is to eliminate distractions. Distractions are the enemy of focused intent. We live in a world filled with noise, social media, emails, notifications, endless tasks, and other people's demands. These distractions pull you in multiple directions and scatter your energy. This week, make a conscious decision to cut out anything that doesn't align with your focused goal. This might mean temporarily stepping back from social media, turning off notifications, or saying no to commitments that don't serve your purpose. You need to create an environment where your attention is not constantly being diverted. Focused intent also requires commitment. It's not enough to just think about your goal. Occasionally, you need to immerse yourself in it. This means dedicating time and energy each day to work toward your goal. The best way to do this is by creating a plan and sticking to it. Break your goal down into smaller, actionable steps and allocate time each day to complete those steps. This week is not about grand gestures, it's about consistent, focused action. Each small step you take brings you closer to your desired outcome. Another important aspect of focused intent is alignment. Your thoughts, words, and actions must all be in alignment with your goal. It's not enough to just act, you also need to think and speak in ways that support your intent. For example, if your goal is to start a new business, you must eliminate thoughts of doubt and fear. You cannot allow yourself to think, I'm not sure if I can do this, or what if I fail? Those thoughts are misaligned with your intent and will weaken your progress. Instead, you must consciously replace those thoughts with affirmations that reinforce your belief in your ability to succeed. Speak words that reflect your goal, such as I am fully capable of achieving this, or this week, I am moving closer to my goal every day. Focused intent requires you to take control of your environment. Your environment plays a huge role in your ability to stay focused. If your surroundings are filled with clutter, noise, or distractions, it will be difficult to maintain your focus. This week, take the time to create an environment that supports your goal. If you're working on a creative project, set up a space that inspires creativity and minimizes distractions. If your goal is related to fitness, organize your schedule and your surroundings in a way that makes it easy to exercise and eat healthy. Your environment should be a reflection of your intent, not an obstacle to it. Focused intent also involves persistence. There will be moments during the week when you feel like giving up, when the initial excitement wears off and the work becomes challenging. This is where persistence comes in. You must be willing to push through those moments of doubt, fatigue, or frustration. Remember, you don't need to change your entire life in a week, but you do need to stay committed to the small daily actions that move you forward. Even when progress seems slow, stay focused on the end goal. Every action you take, no matter how small, is contributing to the overall transformation. Focused intent generates momentum. The more you stay focused on a single goal, the more momentum you build. Momentum is what makes change happen faster. In the beginning, it may feel like you're putting in a lot of effort without seeing immediate results. But as you stay focused and consistent, your efforts begin to compound. You'll start to notice breakthroughs, opportunities, and shifts that were not apparent before. This is the power of momentum, and it only comes when you've been intentional and consistent in your actions. Focused intent is about directing your energy toward a specific goal with clarity, commitment, and persistence. It's about aligning your thoughts, words, and actions with that goal and eliminating distractions that pull you away from it. By staying focused on one area of your life this week, you'll generate momentum that accelerates your progress and leads to real, tangible transformation. The third key to transforming your life in just a week is developing the discipline of consistent action. Consistency is often overlooked, but it is one of the most critical ingredients in achieving lasting change. Many people fail to see the results they desire because they take sporadic action. They get excited about a new goal, start strong for a day or two, but then lose momentum. The truth is that it's not the grand gestures or the big breakthroughs that lead to transformation. It's the small, consistent actions taken daily that build up over time to create monumental change. Discipline in action means that you show up every day regardless of how you feel or what challenges arise. It's about committing to the process, not just the outcome. When you decide to change your life in a week, the key to success is not about making drastic, unsustainable moves. Instead, it's about choosing a specific set of actions that you can repeat consistently throughout the week. These small, deliberate actions compound over time, and by the end of the week, they lead to significant progress. Consistency requires discipline because inevitably there will be days when you don't feel like taking action. Maybe you're tired, overwhelmed, or discouraged, but true discipline is pushing through those feelings and sticking to your commitment. This is where many people struggle. They think that discipline means forcing yourself to do something you don't want to do, but that's not the case. Discipline is about developing habits that align with your goals so that even when you don't feel motivated, you still take action because it's part of your routine. The challenge for most people is that they approach change with an all-or-nothing mindset. They think they need to do everything perfectly, and if they miss a day or make a mistake, they feel like they've failed. But consistency is not about perfection, it's about persistence. It's about showing up day after day, even when you make mistakes, and getting back on track. If you aim for perfection, you'll burn out quickly.
Instead, aim for progress. Focus on making small improvements each day, and over time, those small improvements will add up to significant results.
One of the most effective ways to develop the discipline of consistent action is by breaking your larger goal down into smaller, manageable tasks. When a goal feels too big or overwhelming, it's easy to procrastinate or give up. But when you break it down into smaller steps, each step feels achievable, and it becomes easier to maintain momentum. For example, if your goal is to get in better shape, don't focus on losing 20 pounds in a week.
Instead, focus on exercising for 30 minutes each day and making healthier food choices. These small actions, when done consistently, will lead to long-term results.
Another important aspect of consistency is setting realistic expectations. It's common to want instant results, especially when you're motivated to change. But real transformation takes time, and expecting overnight success can set you up for disappointment.
This week, focus on the process, not the immediate outcome. Understand that every action you take, no matter how small, is contributing to your overall progress. When you focus on the process, you build the habits and discipline needed to sustain that change over time.
Accountability also plays a key role in developing consistent action. When you hold yourself accountable to someone else, whether it's a friend, mentor, or coach, you're more likely to stay committed to your actions. Accountability creates a sense of responsibility and keeps you from making excuses or giving up when things get tough. This week, find an accountability partner who can support you and help keep you on track. Share your goals with them and check in regularly to update them on your progress. Knowing that someone else is watching and supporting you can give you the extra push you need to stay consistent. Tracking your progress is a powerful way to maintain consistency. When you can see the progress you're making, it creates a sense of achievement and motivates you to keep going.
Use a journal, a planner, or a digital tool to track your daily actions and reflect on your progress at the end of each day. Celebrate your small wins and acknowledge the effort you've put in.
Tracking not only keeps you focused, but it also helps you identify patterns and areas where you can improve. Over time, you'll be able to look back and see how far you've come, which will inspire you to keep moving forward. One of the keys to maintaining consistent action is to create a routine. Routines help to automate your actions so that they become a natural part of your day. When something becomes routine, it requires less mental effort, and you're less likely to skip it.
This week, focus on creating a routine that aligns with your goal. Whether it's waking up earlier, setting aside specific time blocks for your tasks, or establishing a morning ritual, routines make it easier to stay disciplined.
The more you incorporate your actions into your daily life, the more consistent you will be. It's also important to manage your energy levels. Consistent action requires sustained energy, and if you're constantly feeling drained, it will be hard to maintain discipline. This week, prioritize self-care alongside your goal. Make sure you're getting enough sleep, eating nourishing foods, and taking breaks when needed. Pushing yourself too hard can lead to burnout, which will derail your progress. By managing your energy effectively, you'll be able to stay consistent without feeling exhausted or overwhelmed. Another strategy for developing consistency is to reward yourself for your efforts. Positive reinforcement encourages you to keep taking action, and it makes the process more enjoyable. This week, set small rewards for yourself as you complete each step toward your goal. It could be as simple as treating yourself to something you enjoy or taking time to relax after a productive day. Rewarding yourself reinforces the habit of taking consistent action, and it makes the journey more satisfying. Consistency builds confidence. The more you take action, the more you prove to yourself that you are capable of following through. This creates a positive feedback loop where consistent action leads to increased confidence, which in turn leads to more consistent action. By the end of the week, you'll not only have made progress toward your goal, but you'll also have developed the belief in yourself that you can achieve even bigger things. Confidence is the byproduct of discipline and consistency, and it empowers you to take on new challenges with greater ease. Developing the discipline of consistent action is essential for transforming your life in a week. It's about showing up every day, even when it's hard, and taking small, deliberate steps toward your goal. Consistency is the key to building momentum, creating habits, and ultimately achieving lasting change. The fourth key to transforming your life in just a week is surrounding yourself with the right environment and influences. This principle cannot be overstated. Your environment plays a pivotal role in shaping your thoughts, behaviors, and ultimately your results. If you want to experience real change in a short period of time, you must first evaluate the people, places, and things that make up your environment, and then intentionally surround yourself with elements that support your goals. First, consider the people in your life. The saying, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with," is a powerful reminder that the company you keep directly influences your mindset, actions, and decisions. If you're constantly surrounded by negative, discouraging, or unmotivated individuals, their energy will inevitably rub off on you. On the other hand, if you surround yourself with positive, driven, and growth-oriented people, their mindset will elevate yours. This week, take a critical look at your inner circle. Are the people around you encouraging your growth or holding you back? If they're not contributing to your progress, it may be time to limit your interactions with them and seek out new relationships with individuals who align with your goals. Building a positive network is essential for growth. It doesn't necessarily mean cutting people out of your life, but rather consciously deciding how much time and energy you invest in different relationships. You can seek out mentors, coaches, or peers who have already achieved what you're striving for. These people will provide guidance, support, and accountability, which are crucial in keeping you motivated throughout your transformation. This week, make a point to connect with someone who inspires you, whether that's a friend, a colleague, or a professional you admire, and learn from their experience. Ask them questions about their journey and how they've overcome obstacles, and let their wisdom shape your own path. Next, consider the influence of your physical environment. Your surroundings can either empower or hinder your ability to stay focused and productive. Think about the spaces where you spend the most time: your home, your workplace, your car, and evaluate whether these environments support your goals. For example, if you're trying to be more productive, is your workspace organized and free from distractions? If you're trying to eat healthier, is your kitchen stocked with nutritious options, or is it filled with junk food? Small changes to your physical space can have a big impact on your mindset and behavior. This week, take a few moments to declutter and optimize your surroundings. Create spaces that inspire focus, calm, and productivity so that you're setting yourself up for success. Your digital environment is equally important. In today's hyper-connected world, we're constantly bombarded with information, much of which is negative or distracting. The content you consume, whether on social media, news outlets, or entertainment, shapes your thoughts and beliefs. If you spend hours scrolling through social media feeds filled with negativity or unrealistic comparisons, it can drain your energy and diminish your motivation. This week, be mindful of the media you consume. Unfollow accounts or sources that don't serve your growth, and instead, curate your feeds with content that uplifts, educates, and motivates you. Listen to podcasts, read books, or watch videos that align with your goals and inspire you to take action. Another key aspect of your environment is your habits and routines. These are the invisible forces that dictate how you spend your time and energy each day. Your habits create the structure of your environment, either reinforcing positive behaviors or perpetuating negative ones. For example, if you have the habit of checking your phone first thing in the morning, you're allowing external distractions to dictate your day from the start. On the other hand, if you establish a morning routine that includes activities like meditation, exercise, or reading, you're setting a positive tone for the rest of your day. This week, evaluate your daily habits. Which ones are helping you move closer to your goals, and which ones are holding you back? Identify one or two habits that you can change or improve, and commit to practicing them consistently throughout the week. In addition to your habits, it's important to pay attention to your mental and emotional environment. Your thoughts and emotions create an internal landscape that influences how you perceive and respond to the world around you. Negative self-talk, limiting beliefs, and unresolved emotions can create a toxic mental environment that holds you back from reaching your full potential. This week, practice self-awareness and notice the thoughts that arise throughout your day. Are they supportive or destructive? Are they pushing you toward your goals or pulling you away from them? When you catch yourself engaging in negative thinking, pause and consciously shift your mindset. Replace those thoughts with positive affirmations, gratitude, or visualizations of your desired outcome. A powerful tool for creating a supportive mental environment is the practice of visualization. Visualization is the process of imagining yourself achieving your goals and experiencing the emotions associated with that success. When you visualize your desired outcome, you're training your mind to believe that it's possible, which in turn influences your actions and decisions. This week, take a few minutes each day to close your eyes and vividly imagine yourself living the life you desire. Picture yourself overcoming obstacles, achieving your goals, and feeling fulfilled. The more detailed and emotional your visualization, the more real it will feel to your subconscious mind, which will help you stay focused and motivated throughout the week. It's also important to manage your emotional environment by surrounding yourself with positivity and joy. Engaging in activities that bring you happiness, whether it's spending time with loved ones, pursuing a hobby, or simply relaxing in nature, can elevate your emotional state and reduce stress. Positive emotions like joy, gratitude, and love create a powerful environment for growth and transformation. This week, make time for the things that bring you joy. Incorporate small moments of happiness into your daily routine and let those positive emotions fuel your progress. Be intentional about setting boundaries. A supportive environment requires you to protect your time, energy, and focus from distractions and negativity. This week, practice saying no to activities or requests that don't align with your goals. Whether it's turning down a social invitation that conflicts with your priorities or setting limits on how much time you spend on unproductive tasks, boundaries are essential for maintaining a positive environment. When you set clear boundaries, you create space for the things that truly matter and support your growth. Creating the right environment and influences is essential for transforming your life in a week. By surrounding yourself with positive people, optimizing your physical and digital spaces, developing supportive habits, and cultivating a positive mental and emotional environment, you're setting yourself up for success. These changes may seem small, but when done consistently, they have the power to create a significant shift in your mindset, actions, and results. The fifth key to transforming your life in a week is taking decisive action daily, no matter how small. This principle focuses on the idea that real change comes from consistent, purposeful action, not just from grand plans or big dreams. While it's important to set goals and have a clear vision of what you want to achieve, without daily action, those goals remain distant ideas. The transformation you seek can only occur when you take small, consistent steps toward your desired outcome every single day. One of the biggest mistakes people make when trying to change their lives is waiting for the perfect moment to take action. They convince themselves that they need to wait until they feel more motivated, until the conditions are ideal, or until they have more resources or time. The reality is that there will never be a perfect time. Life will always present challenges, distractions, and reasons to delay action. The secret to success lies in the ability to take action regardless of how you feel or what your circumstances look like. This week, make the decision to start taking action immediately, no matter how small or imperfect those actions may seem. The power of daily, consistent action lies in its ability to compound over time. Small actions, when repeated consistently, build momentum. Think of it like planting a seed. You don't see immediate results the moment you put the seed in the ground, but with consistent watering and care, it eventually grows into a strong, healthy plant. The same principle applies to personal growth and transformation. The actions you take today may not yield immediate results, but with patience and consistency, they will eventually lead to significant progress. This week, commit to taking small steps toward your goal each day, even if the progress seems slow at first. Over time, those small steps will add up to big results. It's important to understand that not all action is created equal. While taking any action is better than taking none, purposeful action that is aligned with your goals and values will lead to faster, more meaningful progress. This requires you to be intentional about the actions you take. Instead of just being busy for the sake of being busy, focus on the tasks and activities that will bring you closer to your goal. Ask yourself, what are the most important things I need to do today to move forward? By prioritizing high-impact actions, you'll make the most of your time and effort. Another key aspect of taking decisive action is overcoming the fear of failure. Fear is one of the biggest obstacles to progress. Many people are so afraid of making mistakes or failing that they become paralyzed and take no action at all. However, failure is a natural part of the process of growth. In fact, some of the most successful people in the world attribute their success to their willingness to fail repeatedly. Each failure provides valuable lessons that bring you one step closer to success.
This week, embrace the possibility of failure as part of your journey. Don't let the fear of making mistakes hold you back from taking action. Instead, view every step, whether it's a success or a failure, as progress toward your ultimate goal.
When it comes to daily action, discipline is key. Motivation may get you started, but discipline is what keeps you going, especially when the initial excitement fades. Discipline is the ability to keep showing up even when you don't feel like it. It's about doing what needs to be done, whether or not you're in the mood. This week, focus on building the discipline to take action consistently, no matter how you feel. Start by establishing a daily routine that supports your goals. Whether it's waking up early to work on your project, setting aside time each day to exercise, or dedicating 30 minutes to learning a new skill, create a routine that makes it easier for you to take action every day. Over time, this routine will become a habit, and you'll find it easier to stay consistent. Accountability is another powerful tool for ensuring daily action. When you hold yourself accountable, you're more likely to follow through on your commitments. This week, consider finding an accountability partner, someone who can check in with you regularly and hold you to your goals. Knowing that someone else is counting on you to take action can provide the extra motivation you need to stay on track. Alternatively, you can hold yourself accountable by setting specific, measurable goals for each day and tracking your progress. By the end of the week, you'll be able to see how much you've accomplished through consistent action. It's also important to celebrate small wins along the way. As you take daily action, it's easy to get discouraged if you don't see immediate, dramatic results. That's why it's important to recognize and celebrate even the smallest signs of progress.
Each action you take, no matter how small, brings you one step closer to your goal. This week, make a point to acknowledge and reward yourself for the effort you're putting in.
Whether it's checking off a task on your to-do list, hitting a milestone, or simply sticking to your routine for the day, celebrate your progress. These small victories will fuel your motivation and keep you moving forward. In addition to taking physical action, don't underestimate the power of mental action. Mental action refers to the internal work you do to align your thoughts and beliefs with your goals. This includes practices like visualization, affirmations, and positive self-talk. Your mind is a powerful tool that can either support or sabotage your efforts depending on how you use it. This week, practice mental actions that reinforce your goals. Spend a few minutes each day visualizing yourself achieving your desired outcome. Use affirmations to remind yourself of your abilities and potential. By taking control of your thoughts, you'll strengthen your resolve and increase your chances of success. Remember that progress is more important than perfection. Many people get caught up in the idea that they need to have everything figured out before they can take action. They wait until they have the perfect plan, the perfect timing, or the perfect resources before making a move. But perfection is an illusion. Waiting for everything to be perfect only leads to procrastination and missed opportunities. This week, focus on making progress, not on being perfect. It's better to take imperfect action than to take no action at all. Each step you take, even if it's not perfect, will bring you closer to your goal.
Taking decisive action every day is the key to transforming your life in just 1 week.
By committing to small, consistent steps, prioritizing purposeful actions, overcoming the fear of failure, practicing discipline, holding yourself accountable, celebrating small wins, and taking mental action, you'll build momentum and move closer to your desired outcome. Remember, change doesn't happen overnight, but it does happen when you take intentional action each and every day. The sixth key to transforming your life in a week is the power of reflection and course correction. Often we focus on setting goals and taking action, but we overlook the importance of regularly reflecting on our progress and making necessary adjustments. Reflection is an essential tool for growth because it helps you assess what's working, what's not, and how you can improve moving forward. It is not enough to be constantly in motion. You need to stop, look around, and ensure you're moving in the right direction. In the process of change, reflection allows you to stay aligned with your goals and ensures that your actions are leading you toward the desired outcome. At the end of each day, taking a few moments to reflect can make a significant difference. Think about what you set out to achieve that day and whether you accomplished it. If you did, acknowledge that success, no matter how small, and consider what contributed to that win. Was it a particular strategy, attitude, or approach that made the difference? On the other hand, if you didn't achieve what you wanted, reflection offers an opportunity to understand why. Were there distractions, obstacles, or perhaps a lack of clarity in your actions? Understanding these factors allows you to course correct and make better decisions moving forward. Reflection also helps you identify patterns in your behavior. Over time, certain habits, both positive and negative, may emerge. Positive patterns like sticking to a routine or making time for productive activities can be reinforced. Negative patterns, such as procrastination, overcommitting, or getting distracted, can be addressed and eliminated. This process of self-awareness is critical for personal growth. Without reflection, you may continue repeating unproductive habits without even realizing it. But with regular reflection, you gain the awareness needed to break those patterns and replace them with more effective habits. A key part of reflection is asking yourself the right questions. It's not enough to simply think about your day. You need to dig deeper and analyze your actions and decisions. Questions like, what did I accomplish today? What challenges did I face? How did I respond to those challenges? And what could I have done differently can help you uncover valuable insights about your progress and areas for improvement. Asking these types of questions daily ensures that you stay conscious of your actions and remain proactive in your personal development. Reflection doesn't only happen at the end of the day. You can also engage in mini reflections throughout the day. After completing a significant task or encountering a challenge, pause for a moment and think about how things went. Was the task easier or harder than expected? Did you encounter any obstacles, and how did you overcome them? What could you do differently next time to improve? These mini reflections keep you engaged in the process and allow you to adjust your approach in real time, ensuring you stay on track throughout the day. Course correction is the natural outcome of reflection. Once you've reflected on your progress and identified areas for improvement, the next step is to adjust your actions accordingly. Course correction is about being flexible and willing to change your approach when necessary. This doesn't mean abandoning your goals or changing direction every time you face a challenge, but it does mean being adaptable and open to trying new strategies if what you're doing isn't working. The ability to course correct quickly is what separates those who achieve their goals from those who don't. Instead of stubbornly sticking to a plan that isn't producing results, successful individuals are willing to pivot and try new approaches until they find what works. One of the most powerful aspects of course correction is that it allows you to learn from your mistakes and turn them into stepping stones toward success. Instead of viewing failure as a setback, see it as feedback. Failure isn't final unless you stop trying. When you reflect on your failures, you gain valuable insights into what didn't work and why. This knowledge is essential for making better decisions in the future. Each time you correct your course based on what you've learned, you're one step closer to achieving your goal. The key is to embrace mistakes as part of the learning process and not let them discourage you from moving forward. Course correction also requires a certain level of humility and self-awareness. It's easy to get attached to your original plans or to assume that your way is the only way. However, the willingness to admit that something isn't working and to change your approach is a sign of growth and maturity. Pride and stubbornness can keep you stuck, but humility allows you to stay open to new possibilities and solutions. This week, challenge yourself to let go of any attachment to how things should be and focus instead on what's working. If something isn't producing the desired results, be willing to adjust your approach without hesitation. Another important element of course correction is setting aside time for deep reflection at the end of the week. This is your opportunity to take a broader view of progress over the past 7 days. During this time, reflect on the key actions you've taken, the challenges you've faced, and the growth you've experienced. What worked well and what didn't? Did you achieve the goals you set for the week? If not, what held you back? Use this weekly reflection to fine-tune your strategy for the upcoming week. This process of weekly reflection and course correction ensures that you're constantly improving and getting closer to your goals. Reflection and course correction are not just about the practical aspects of your life, but also about your mindset and emotional state. As you reflect, pay attention to how you're feeling about your progress. Are you feeling energized and motivated, or are you feeling drained and discouraged? Your emotional state can offer valuable insights into how well your current approach is working. If you're feeling burned out, it may be a sign that you need to adjust your routine to include more rest and self-care. If you're feeling stuck, it may be time to try a new strategy or seek support from others.
Reflection helps you stay in tune with your emotional well-being, which is essential for maintaining long-term motivation and resilience.
The power of reflection and course correction is crucial for personal transformation. It allows you to assess your progress, learn from your experiences, and make the necessary adjustments to stay on track. By committing to daily reflection, asking the right questions, and being willing to adjust your approach as needed, you'll ensure that your actions are aligned with your goals and that you're moving steadily towards success. Transforming your life in a week is not only possible, but entirely within your reach when you commit to the principles that lead to lasting change. Start by shifting your mindset, embracing the truth that change begins with how you see yourself and the world around you. Move into action by setting clear, measurable goals and break those goals into small, manageable steps that propel you forward daily. Discipline your time and energy, making sure that every decision aligns with your purpose.
Surround yourself with the right people, those who will inspire, challenge, and support you in your journey. Prioritize reflection and course correction, understanding that consistent growth requires awareness and adaptation.
When you combine these elements, you'll not only see profound changes in a week, but set the foundation for a lifetime of success, purpose, and fulfillment. The power to change is within you, and the time to start is now.